Good afternoon. I'm Alan Unell, and this series of videos is Healthcare Advocacy, where we find problems in the healthcare system and then take actions to make a better system for all of us. Today, we're going to talk about good news items. And you know what? We need good news. But before we get to them, let me point out that down below in the YouTube description box is a link to the Healthcare Advocacy newsletter, which is the text for today's video. It has all of the links and background material. Everything you need is in there. Uh, and you can subscribe for free and get it delivered to your inbox every day. So let's get started. First, I want to talk about medical debt and the state of New Jersey, where I used to live. Nearly 50,000 people in New Jersey are going to have $100 million in medical debt erased. Governor Phil Murray made this available to the public earlier this week on Tuesday. It's one of the largest cases of a state providing direct relief to people that are unable to pay their medical bills. The governor allocated $550,000 in federal American Rescue Plan funds, and he partnered with Undo Medical Debt, which is a nonprofit that buys unpaid medical bills from hospitals at a gigantic discount, and then it executes the one-time debt abolishment. It just buys the debt and then throws them away. The relief will go to 17,905 people who owe approximately $61.6 million to Prime Healthcare, that's the name of the company, hospitals, and 31,748 people who owe about $38.4 million to collection agencies and other debt holders. Undo, that's the nonprofit, has partnered with local governments to acquire debt from hospitals since 2022. Arizona, Indiana, New York City have all announced programs this year that could eventually erase between $1 and $2 billion in medical debt with Undo's help. Now, there's a link to the news story from Reuters, and I'll tell you something. If there's something burning a hole in your pocket, you can get in touch with Undo and make a donation, and I'll put a link to their site in the YouTube description box. Let's talk about Planned Parenthood, because they're opening a brand new facility in Kansas. A new Planned Parenthood clinic in southeast Kansas will be the closest abortion access point for many people in the South, and it's going to provide easier access to reproductive health care for southeast Kansans who previously had to travel to Overland Park, a Kansas City suburb. The center, it opened earlier this week on Monday in Pittsburgh, Kansas. It expects to have patients from 6 states in its first 5 days. You know, they're just waiting to get there. Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas, and Louisiana. Good for them. Let's talk about behavioral health care. This is really important, and this is a super clever idea. Behavioral health urgent care. I love this idea. SSM Health is going to open the first behavioral health urgent care clinic in St. Louis next week on South Grand Boulevard. Officials announced this week on Monday. The facility is based at the former emergency department at SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital. They're going to operate like dozens of other no appointment needed urgent care centers all around the country. But instead of conducting flu tests and treating skin infections and looking for COVID, the health workers there are going to treat patients who have depression, bipolar disorder, addictions, and any other mental health issues. This is so cool. The story came out of National Public Radio. I put a link to it there. It's really important because suicide rates in the U.S. have increased dramatically in the past 2 decades, so urgent care makes sense. The facility is based, as I said, at the emergency department at SSM Health in St. Louis University, and it's going to do just a tremendous job getting people the help they need right away. Great idea. I'm sure this is the kind of cool idea that's just going to replicate itself all over the country. Okay, that's what I've got for you today. It's all good news. Down below, like, share, and subscribe. And you can also send me comments at healthcareadvocacy1@gmail.com or put them in the YouTube comment area, and I'll get back to you as fast as I can. Thank you. Have a good day.